Today, we're not just talking about budgeting or saving. We're talking about winning a war. A war that's fought not in a bank or on a spreadsheet, but right between your ears. This is about seizing control from the impulses that are quietly sabotaging your financial life. And to really get a sense of what's at stake, let's start with this warning from Warren Buffett. He just lays it out so clearly, doesn't he? This isn't some kind of game. Every single impulse buy has a very real, very tangible cost waiting for you down the road. And here it is. This is the core truth of this entire battle. See, you probably don't have a math problem. You have a behavior problem. You can build the most beautiful spreadsheets in the world, but they are absolutely useless if you can't control the emotional chaos that's actually driving your decisions. So, like any good general, you need a battle plan. And here's ours. We're going to pinpoint the battlefield, get to know our enemy, and then we'll deploy the weapons and shields we need to win. Let's get started. First things first, we have to understand where this fight is even happening. And here's a hint. It's not in the store, and it's not on the checkout page of a website. It's an internal conflict happening entirely inside your own mind. The enemy's number one tactic? It's called emotional spending. This is when you buy something not because you need it, but because you need the feeling it gives you. It's that quick hit of dopamine, a short-term fix for being bored or stressed out. And believe me, it is the single greatest wealth destroyer there is. Okay, let's put a face to this enemy. You need to know that you are going up against an army, a literal army of sophisticated marketing agencies whose one and only job is to exploit your psychological triggers to get you to spend. And what's wild is how they do it. They don't even try to reason with you. No, they hire psychologists to create a totally false sense of urgency and scarcity. Think of your mind like a high-security vault. These marketers, they're like expert hackers, and they're trying to bypass all your logical defenses to get right to your emotional core. And this visualizes the heist perfectly. On one side, you've got your logical brain. That's the vault. It's calm, secure, organized. But on the other side, that's the breach. The marketers create this chaotic, emotional fog where impulse just takes over, and boom, the vault doors swing wide open. But listen, we have weapons. We can absolutely fight back. So let's talk about the first tactical tool you can put into action like today. The 24-hour rule, it's not some gentle suggestion. It is a hard stop. Think of it as a brutal but incredibly effective circuit breaker that's designed to stop the emotional hijacking of your brain right in its tracks. So here's the protocol. It's simple. Step 1, you spot a non-essential item you want that's over a certain limit, let's say $50. Step 2, you pause. You do not buy it. You impose a mandatory 24-hour waiting period. No exceptions. This is like hitting the cooldown timer on that vault door. Then, and only then, after those 24 hours are up, can you reevaluate. And the effect? Oh, it's profound. In the moment, you're lost in that emotional fog. You're feeling that chemical rush, that burning desire to have it. But 24 hours later, the fog is lifted, the chemical rush is gone, and almost every single time, you'll find that the burning desire has just vanished. The hacker has given up and moved on. Now for the bigger battles, the more expensive items, you're gonna need heavier armor. And that is where the 30-day rule comes in. This is your shield against making a major financial mistake. The protocol here is just as simple, but way more powerful. First, you identify that big, non-essential expense. Second, you write it down, get out a list, write the item and today's date right next to it. Third, and this is the key, you absolutely forbid the purchase for 1 full month. And only after those 30 days are up can you come back and reevaluate with a clear head. This whole process forces you to answer one critical question. After a month has passed, after all the marketing hype and the initial excitement has completely faded, is this thing a true need? Or was it just another fleeting impulse? Another shiny object designed to distract you from what you really want? So now let's talk about what's really on the line here. Because every time you face one of these decisions to buy something, you're not just choosing an item. You are making a much, much deeper choice. Just let that one sink in for a second. This idea reframes everything. That $50 gadget, that $100 pair of shoes, it's not just money. It's a little piece of your future freedom that you're trading away for a quick, temporary feeling. And here's the ultimate trade-off laid out for you. On one side, you have instant gratification, that fleeting pleasure, that dopamine hit from getting new stuff. On the other side, a lifetime of security. We're talking peace of mind, actually achieving your goals and experiencing true freedom. This choice, right here, is what separates the wealthy from the perpetually broke. Winning this war isn't just about having more money in the bank. The real victory is internal. It's about forging mental muscle. Think about it this way. Emotional spending is like setting your money on fire just to keep yourself warm for a few seconds. Mastering this psychology means you stop doing that. You find better, more sustainable ways to feel good that don't burn down your future. And these are the spoils of that victory. Yeah, of course, your savings are going to grow, but the real prize, it's that mental muscle you build. Discipline stops being this awful chore and it just becomes a reflex. And maybe for the first time ever, your financial decisions finally, actually line up with the life you truly want to live, not the one that marketers are trying to sell you. So if you take away only one thing from this entire battle plan, let it be this: patience is a superpower. Truly, the ability to just wait, to delay that gratification, is one of the most powerful skills you can possibly build in this world. All right, you've got your briefing. Here is your first mission, starting right now. The very next time you feel that pull, that urge to buy a non-essential item, you will deploy the 24-hour rule. No excuses, just try it. Look, this is so much bigger than just saving a few bucks. This is about empowerment. It's about taking the power back from marketers and from your own worst impulses. The only question left is, are you ready to take command? It's time to reclaim control.